Hello, replay viewers. Thank you so much for checking out my broadcast. If you are new, this is 30 Herbs in 30 Days with Golden Poppy Herbal Apothecary. This is our website right here. If you go and sign up, you get a free ebook on the basics of herbal medicine, so you can learn a little bit more about how to use herbs in your everyday life. And for those of you watching on the replay, you can still leave us hearts. That just lets us know that you enjoy the content that we're giving to you. And don't forget that you can check out our Facebook as well and catch all of the other replays from the past week or so beyond when they're available on Periscope. All right. Hey everybody, this is Sarah here. I'm coming to you from inside of Golden Poppy Herbal Apothecary. For those of you who are new, I am an herbalist and a nutritionist, and I own the store, Golden Poppy Herbal Apothecary. It is located in Fort Collins, Colorado. We have a full retail store where people can come buy medicinal herbs, essential oils, body care products, all sorts of stuff like that. You can also buy a lot of our products online at goldenpoppyherbs.com. That's HERBS.com. And if you go and sign up for our newsletter, which is goldenpoppyherbs.com/basics of herbalism, you can get our free ebook on the basics of herbal medicine, so you can learn even more beyond what I'm teaching you all today. Hi from Kazakhstan. Wow, that's awesome. So for those of you who are followers of us, thank you again for coming and checking things out on this continued 30 Herbs in 30 Days. So there's no need to be rude. If you could, that would be great. For those of you asking, I did not broadcast yesterday. I am probably going to do 2 herbs today, however, one in the morning, one in the evening. So yeah, I was going to try and do it every single day, but then I realized it was a little logistically impossible. So on the days that I don't do one, expect 2 herbs on one of the other days following that. So thank you for saying that. Hello to Kazakhstan again. So for those of you who are tuning in right now, how many of you, if you are new, just go ahead and say new and then say your name so I can say hello to you. And those of you who are just randomly tuning in, if you could tell me where you're from, that would be really awesome. New, 3 seconds new. Awesome. I'm assuming your name's Will, so welcome. So for those of you who are new or just tuning in right now, Pueblo, Colorado, awesome, not that far away. Boston, Oklahoma, Portland, New Jersey, Arizona, wow, this is great. Maybe I need to broadcast at 9:30 in the morning on Sundays more often. Seems to be a good time. California. So again, I'm an herbalist and I am currently sitting inside of my store in Fort Collins, Colorado. Broadcast, sorry, I think I may have I lost you guys there for a second, sorry about that. I'm doing 30 Herbs in 30 Days, and my goal is to just get the word out about herbal medicine and teach people about what they can use herbs for. So I'm going to clarify for a second here. I am not going to be talking about the one herb that Colorado is very famous for legalizing. There is plenty of information about that herb out there, and I specialize in all of the other wonderful medicinal herbs that exist that you can utilize to benefit your health in really natural and holistic ways. So I'm going to get started talking about today's herb. Feel free to ask questions and things like that. I do have to open my store in about half an hour, so I'm not going to stay on any longer than that. Fort Collins is the best place in Colorado. I'll agree. There's a lot of other beautiful places, but it's a great town to live in. So today's herb, as I kind of mentioned in my headline, is all about sleep. So today I'm going to be talking to you guys about valerian. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of reflecty. Valerian root. Valerian officinalis, chronic pain specialist. Oh yeah. So valerian is a pretty famous herb for sleep. So how many of you who are watching have used valerian before or have at least heard of valerian? If you have, just give me a little thumbs up in the, or say yes. Yeah, awesome. And also, just so you know, you can, if you all want to share this, if you have some friends who are also awake this time of day on a Sunday, you want to share this Periscope with them. On an Android, you can just swipe up. On an iPhone, you can swipe left to right. And you should see a little icon that says share, and you can share it with your Twitter followers. You could also share it with your Periscope followers if you have some of your own. And feel free to share it on Facebook too. You can find our Golden Poppy Facebook, and there should be a link to the live stream that you can actually click on to look at on your computer. You don't even have to have the app on your phone. I found that out today, so that's cool. Okay, so it looks like some of you have used valerian and some of you haven't. So it is a rather, it is an herb for sleep, and it's a rather famous herb, I should say, when it comes to the world of herbs that people know about. It's one that a lot of people come in asking for specifically. We have people who come in who tell us that their doctors actually recommended that they start trying valerian for their sleeping issues. So it has a lot of clout as an herb that's really beneficial for helping people to sleep. And there's a really good reason for that. It's effective. It is considered a sedative herb, so it really does not sedate you like medication would sedate you, or not even as strongly as like, you know, NyQuil PM or anything like that, but it is considered a sedating herb in terms of the spectrum of herbs that kind of are helpful for sleep. It's definitely one of the stronger ones. So much so that I tell people that you should definitely not drink it during the daytime, because if you're going to try and get anything done during the day, if you're drinking valerian, you might not sleep very well. Or I'm sorry, you might not function very well. Valerian is something you can most likely get at Whole Foods and like natural grocers and all things like that. It typically comes in a capsule form or in a tincture form. Here in the store, we sell it as the bulk herb, and we also sell it in the tincture form. We don't do a whole lot of capsulated herbs just because really you don't know exactly. I mean, you can trust some companies, but there's not, you just don't know what's inside the capsule. You know, you don't know how long it's been there. You don't know how fresh it is, all that kind of stuff. So we really prefer methods where you can really feel and taste the herb yourself so that you know how fresh it is and how effective it's going to be, and you know exactly what you're getting as opposed to something else. That being said, if you don't have access to the bulk herb, then I would say to go for the tincture as opposed to an encapsulated product. Anyways, so valerian can be really, really effective for a lot of people. However, there is a huge caveat to valerian that a lot of people don't know about and don't talk about. And that's that about 25% of the population, that's a pretty significant portion of the population, actually experiences the opposite reaction to valerian. So about 25% of people will be kept awake when they use valerian. And this is one of those things that doctors who are venturing into the world of natural medicine probably don't know a whole lot about, and I'm really glad that doctors are venturing into that world. However, they don't, you know, have enough training in order to tell people, hey, maybe experiment with this herb first. Try taking it on a weekend when if you don't sleep that night and you have to go to work the next day, you're not going to be just kind of SOL. So it's really important with all herbs, and especially valerian, for you to do a little bit of self-experimentation with it before you just like jump right in and think, yeah, this is going to be the one for me. Especially when it comes to things like sleeping herbs. If you have a hard time with sleep, yeah, water truster, you might be one of those people. If you have a hard time sleeping and you went to take valerian tonight and you have to be up for work at 7 o'clock in the morning and you had the opposite reaction, you're going to be really mad at whoever told you to take valerian. And you're probably never going to want to use herbs again, or just who knows what you might feel. I would be really upset if I was one of those people who didn't react well to valerian. So if you're someone who experiences sleep troubles and you want to try valerian, do it on a Friday night or a Saturday night, a night when you don't have anything planned the next day that's going to be ruined if you have the opposite reaction to valerian. So for that reason, a lot of times when people come in and they're here because their doctor said, oh, go try valerian, and they come find us and we talk to them. Fortunately, that's part of what's so great about what we do, is that you have, everyone who works here is an herbalist. So we're all trained to know these things and to be able to ask these types of questions. So most often we will steer people in the direction of trying some other sleeping herbs first. There's a ton of herbs that are really great for your nervous system. Chamomile is one that we talked about the other day. Lemon balm is one that I talked about the other day. Definitely not as intense as valerian. There are some stronger ones as well, like passion flower and skullcap, all of which You know, I'm going to be talking about passion flower and skullcap later. What are you talking about? I'm teaching you guys about herbs, for whoever just asked that. So, and herbal medicine. And so what we'll do is we'll send people home with a, thanks for inviting people, Water Tree Store. I'll send people home with a mix of some other sleeping herbs to try first, and just a very small little amount of valerian for them to experiment with. And then they can go home, see if valerian works for them. If it does, awesome. Valerian is a really good herb for helping people sleep at night. So because of that, we don't actually make any products with valerian in it. Our bedtime tea is the blend that I send people home with most often, and I specifically formulated it to not have valerian in it and to be really powerful also. So this does have passion flower, it has skullcap, it has chamomile, linden, hawthorn, all of those types of things that are really calming to the nervous system and also considered sedative and helpful for sleep. But that way they aren't gonna, you know, if someone orders our bedtime tea off our website, they're not gonna call me in 2 days and say, oh my gosh, your sleeping tea kept me awake all night long. What are you doing? You know, what kind of a tea is this? So if you are interested in valerian specifically, you know, give us a call, check out your local natural food store. If there is one nearby, we can always mail you out a little bit of the valerian for you to try and see if it works for you. So that is my little spiel on valerian. For those of you who are still here, thank you so much. This is a quick one. So are there any questions? I don't have that many products to show you guys and tell you about with this one. I know there were a couple of questions asked already, but I should probably get going so I can open my store. So for those of you who watched live, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Again, make sure you go to our website, goldenpoppyherbs.com/basics of herbalism to sign up for our newsletter. You get our free ebook on the basics of herbal medicine so you can learn even more about all of these things that I'm talking about. You have a good day too. And you can check out our Facebook and find all of the catch replays for every single herb that I've talked about so far. And if you have any questions and you weren't on live, you're one of the replay viewers, definitely go to the website, goldenpoppyherbs.com. You can find the contact us page and you can send in a question if you have any questions. You can also look at all of our products, learn a little bit more about us and about herbs in general. We have more information on our blogs as well. Yeah, thanks, Dawn. I'm glad you're here again, too. And let's see. I say hi to people and then I lose my train of thought. That's just the way it goes. So again, if you're on the replay as well, you can still tap the screen to give me hearts. So whoever's giving me hearts is awesome. It just lets other people know who kind of randomly come across it that people who are watching enjoyed the content. So maybe they'll be more likely to watch as well. All right. Thank you everybody for checking me out this morning, and keep an eye out. I am probably going to be doing another herb this evening after I close the store. So that'll be about 6:15-ish. 6:30 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. All right. And hopefully I will see you guys later today. If not, I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.